Good morning. Monday, the 28th of March. So this is today's job. Got a big hole, so I've had to pull. I've sorted all them out this morning. They were just all like round there and laid. So I've sorted them out into the which ducts to come out of, so then I can take them across and up into the transformer. I've got the earth ready to go. I'm going to cut them now and put them on. I'm waiting on the aluminium plate to go on the bottom of the transformer box because somebody sent it with a steel plate on. Odd. I've never known that before. So that was my job this morning. Got all muddy and stuff. A little bit of water to pump out, but I'm not too concerned about that. So if we go up, I'll show you what we're going to do. Actually, let's walk. Let's walk up here. So we go up and onto our scaffold. Boing. Right. So basically, mark that there. I'm going to cut both of them in a wanna, get them crimped up, get them fixed, and then I don't know if anyone's. Would you be scared of heights? Is this heights? Is this classed as a height? I suppose it would hurt if you fell in it. Oh, look at that. Looks like a love heart, doesn't it? Should I do that? In fact, I might do that. I'm going to pull those two round and pull two of those round, and then it'll be a love heart. I'll send it to the missus. Say, I love you, darling, more than cables. Watch, I'll show you. Was it worth it? Was it buggery? But you get the idea. That's the type of stupid stuff I'll do. Crazy guy, me. Anyway, back to the job, and that's not going to make anyone any money. That's not that bad. Right, that's them two cut. I'll get the lugs on them and get them fitted. And that's all I can do until the gland plate turns up. Which is that. So I've got to fit that, because that's a steel one. And I'm hoping it comes pre-drilled so I don't have to do any sort of measuring. But that's my next job. I've just pulled that one and that one up on the ratchet straps. They're not like they're heavy or awkward, but I might as well have them in place so I can sit down on my rump and just put them on at my leisure, put the lugs on, and you know, not have to worry about stuff getting dropped in the water down the bottom. Just being lazy, really. I'm not sure how worrying this should be. The on site, the nuclear alarm has just gone off. Apparently they test it every month, but obviously with what's going on in the world at the moment, is this it? Right, a 4-core 70 to do. 35mm earth, but look at this. 5-core 16, and I think these are 3-core 10mm or something. Never before, I can't remember the last time. Tiny wee babbies. So just got this one, unfortunately, goes in there, down the trunking, all the way through the trunking, and then up into that switch. What's that? 1, 2, 3. It's like 3.5 metre tails I'm going to have to put on it. And that's it. So basically, all of it's going to have to get stripped. Bloody thing. Anyway, after the nuclear alarm's gone off now, so you'll be happy to know I'm still alive. And Mr. Putin hasn't pressed the button. Or Mr. Biden, because he's just as mental. So yeah, I've got these to do. Then there's one in that room over there, two there you can just see on the floor, and then go through into those rooms, and there's some more small stuff to do. But the plate for the transformer hasn't arrived. They sent a steel glam plate for an LV transformer, which obviously that's a no-no. The box was on the wrong way around, so they came and turned that round, but didn't bring the plate with them. It's just been a bit of a... So I'm going to see what I can get done today, tidy the gear up over to the other job, which is 10 miles away, and I've got a load of 185s to do. Look at this. 3/4 10 mils. I'm not going to lie, it feels like the kids have said, "Dad, what do you do at work?" So I've gone out and bought some toys, toy glands and shrouds and whatnot, to actually show them what I do. It doesn't feel like it's not like a real... I mean, that was small enough. That's a 5/4 16, that one. But yeah, they actually feel like kids' toys. Ridiculous. Anyway, I just thought I'd let you know they're going into them single-phase DVs. I've got that one to wire, that one to connect, that one to connect in the corner, and then I'm away. So, time's at 1 o'clock. Today has been incredibly unproductive. Well, today's been interesting. I packed up on one job, came over to the other one, about 10 miles apart. So I get to see this morning, got shown the job. There's 20 4-core 185s to do. Ran in parallel from a chiller, from a tap-off point on a buzz bar up to a chiller. Pretty straightforward. Tap-offs were straightforward, although I couldn't open them to look inside, but I was told they were straightforward because the buzz bar was live and it needed to be isolated. So goes up onto the roof, has a look. Bit awkward, but nothing that isn't achievable. So brilliant. Right then, we need some barriers and we need some grating taken up and all the rest of the stuff. Yeah, great stuff. We'll go and sort that out then, shall we? Yeah. So it goes down, gets the lugs, 40 lugs. Thought that'll do me. I'll get them sorted. Glands. Yeah. We've got the glands. 63mm glands. So well, you need 63 S's for a 4-core 185. I said it's too big. Oh yeah, those are the ones we've got. So you haven't, you got 63. Oh yeah, because we'd ordered those. No, we ordered 63 S's. They sent the 63s, and we were supposed to send them back, but we didn't. We'll have them by 1 o'clock. I said, right. Oh, by 12 o'clock. Sorry. I said, okay then. I said, just someone phone me. I want to go and sit in the van and just wait it out. So I've come and sat in the van. It is now 5:15. Ain't nobody phoned me. So from 8:30 this morning till 5:15 now, nothing. Just been sat. I've had a play on the ukulele. I've watched countless bloody YouTube videos. And just sat here. Sat here with nothing to do. But this is the building that they're going to make. Was it it was a COVID vaccine they were going to make. Then obviously it was far too late because it's still under construction. But now they're going to develop vaccines for various illnesses and whatever else here. So that's what they're putting it towards. I hope they don't ship out the pills the same way that they buy the glands, because everyone will be getting different vaccinations and different tablets and whatnot. Well, there we go. So today, Wednesday, complete and utter waste of my life, basically. I could have went and done something interesting. I think it's about 16 miles to Oxford, so I could have drove to Oxford Had a stroll around Oxford, looked at all the architecture and old college buildings, university buildings. But instead I've just been sat in the back of a van. I've even had to put the heater on because it was a bit chilly. Anyway, there's nothing at all to show for Wednesday. I'm actually going to go onto the site now and see if the delivery is coming tomorrow. Because if not, I might as well go back to the other job. At least there's stuff to do there. And I'm not sat around with my finger up my ass. But at least I won't be tired at the gym tonight. It's a good sign, isn't it? I'll go and lift some heavier weights. So my body, because my body isn't aching from wrestling with 4-core 240s or with single core 500s. So yeah, there's my Wednesday. I bet everyone could have done this Wednesday, providing you can play the ukulele and you can watch YouTube videos. There you go. So that's one day in the life of a cable jointer sometimes. Not everything goes according to plan. This certainly hasn't. This fella's been trying to reverse his van for about 2 minutes, right? Wagon for about 2 minutes, and I want to be in the car parking space just beyond him, and I'm absolutely dancing to go to the toilet. Typical. Thursday morning, at least it's the last day of the week. See if I can get something done. This week has been very, very unproductive. Come on, mate, get it round. I need to unload myself, to be honest. I'm hoping my reversing technique isn't as bad as yours, because it'll be all over the floor. Not the ideal day to be up on a roof. Jesus, wet it's cold. I've spent all morning, it's now 10:30, trying to get my stuff lifted up onto the roof. The guy's finally going to do it in a minute. So I've lost the morning, and I've been, well, basically freezing since I got up here. But there's the chillers in the background. There, those ones. So there's 5 of those, and we've got 2 4-core 185s each going to them in parallel. So that's the job for today. See how much I can get done. We'll just have to see. I'm not racing. I'm not, you know, I'm not pushing myself. I'll be till 6 o'clock, but we'll just see how it goes. I'll let you know as soon as my tools get up, if they ever get up. Here in the high Arctic, we find the idiot cable puller. He gets himself into ridiculous situations where he has to work. He should really say, no, I'm not doing it, but he is very, very greedy and wants the money. The snow will fall for at least 10 hours today, where he will be alone on a roof, like an idiot, freezing, possibly dying of hypothermia, but he knows no difference. Wrestling with enormous cables that, quite frankly, he should really just say, no, I'm not doing it, and go home to his centrally heated home. This is what an idiot looks like. I look like something out of an Arctic expedition. Head of shake. Right, well, there's 2 done. I didn't have any sleeving for the earth stroke neutral, so that's just had to stay. Well, that'll be windy, won't it? So that's just had to stay bare. The lads will have to do that. Now I've got to tidy all that up, move it to there, put that piece of grating back, move that piece of grating, and start again. Thankfully, it stopped snowing, but there is one incredibly cold wind blowing. That looks like it's snowing over there, doesn't it? Can you see that? That looks terrible. Good grief, hope that doesn't come over here. But yeah, the wind is absolutely, it's that cold, it's like one of Jack Frost's farts. It is really, it looks lovely, doesn't it? But trust me, it's chilly willy. So I'm going to crack on with them. I'm going to try and get 4 done. It is, see what time it is. It is, can you see that? It's 5 to 1. So I've got basically 5 hours. This site closes at 6. I've got 5 hours to get another 2 done and see where I go. But I'll just show you this. This is brilliant. So I've got to see the girder there. I can just get them into that side. They do come from that way, but I think I'll be able to bend them up. Right, that one. So it sits sits on the girder. That one sits on the girder, and then that one has been positioned correctly and doesn't sit on the girder. But however, it drops over the rack, so it comes over the top of the rack. Then it's got to swing across and up into there. So that side of the rack's gonna have to be cut out in order to allow me to get the bend on it. Planning, you say? No, we don't do any of that. We don't do planning. It's just outrageous. How can you measure a chiller? I mean, what does that weigh? You know, what do they weigh? That's a big lump of kit. And to get your termination or your glanding box right underneath or right on top of a girder. I mean, come on. Yeah, well, they'll sort it out when it goes on site. They'll sort it out when it gets to site. That's it's no problem. They're good at stuff like that, them lads. What I might have to do, if I can't get them bent, is bring them like that and then bring them round and into the side. I don't know. I haven't tried yet. We'll see. That's the next challenge. So what I'm doing here is trying to form the cable. So as you can see, I'm going to have to let them sweep wide of the bend because I can't make them come in that way, nice and neat, nice and close, and then sweep up because I haven't got. What'll happen there is it'll belly out like that. It'll come out and then come back in and up. But if I make the belly in there, so come wide round the corner, there's I've already made that belly, and then as it starts to bend up, the belly's already out there pushing the cable away, and it'll come up into there. So I'm gonna have to do that with 2 of them. But what I've done is I've put the chain block on there, and I've turned. I don't know whether you can see the way the cable comes. It rises up like that, and then it twists away there. So I've bent that purposely like that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to let that off. I'm going to let it relax and see where it goes. Then I'm going to get a measure with the measuring cable up. I want to put a gland in, measure to the cone, and then I should be able to let that cable move away. And I'm going to take it that way ever so slightly, so I've got a bit of movement that way when I finally come to gland it. But that's the plan. I think that's the only way I can do it, due to the fact that there's an enormous steel girder in my way. Great. Snow's back. Bloody blizzard. And the wind's picked up as well. And what I'm trying to do, I've got that one's in, by the way. So I've rung that one now, put the armour cut on it. I've measured it. There it is, look up there. So I'm going to strip that down now. What I'm struggling with is putting the camera in a position that you can see exactly what I'm doing, because it's so like cramped in here. Basically, if I was to put the camera somewhere, you'd probably just see my back. And it's not, that would be pointless, wouldn't it really? Or I put it over there and it just gets blown over 13 times before I get sick, and then say, right, bollocks to that, I'm putting the camera away. So it's it's difficult. It's hard to do, believe me, because I've got one ratchet strap there, which is pulling it across. That ratchet strap there, behind my hand, I put that on like right at the top when the gland's on, and that pulls it in that direction. And then what I've got is the chain block, so the chain block moves all over the place. It goes up, it goes onto that piece of grating to pull it that way, and then I also take it down onto there, and then use the rungs on the what's it called, on the rack, to pull it in and up and round, and that's it. You just got to inch it, because every time it hits that, game over. So then you've got to create half an inch by ratcheting it this way, that way, then it goes up, like, then it goes up, then you ratchet this way, then you ratchet like that way with that one, then you pull it this way again, then it goes up, and it's just inching. It's just a pain in the buttocks. But I'm putting the gland on now, so you've seen that a million times, there's no need to show you that. Look at that weather. That is like a swarm of white bees. Right, I'm not sure how much of this you're going to get to see or get the gist of, but I've got this ratchet strap on at the minute, and that's pulling the bend across this way. So as I'm pulling that, I get a little bit up on that there, so I'm going to tighten a bit more of that now. Right, as you can see there, look, it's hit that. So once it's hit that, that's it, game over. So I've got to pull some more in now and bend it round again. It's a slow process. Not sure I gained much on that, to be honest. I'm going to put a mark on it to see if it actually did. Basically, it's about 2.5–3 inches every time. Oh, farts. Hopefully on the next one at least it's going to drop. It's sitting on the edge of the rack. When that drops in, I'm going to gain what, 4 or 5 inches, and I'm hoping that will accelerate things a little bit. Oh, bollocks. This one, I hope. Yay!
Alright?
No, I'm absolutely not alright. Now what I'm going to do is put the little chain block on, and then what I'm going to do is pull it in from the bottom. Sorry, this is extremely noisy. And this is the bit where you go, oh no, the next one's nearly there. Miles away. Now then, I'm going to take these off. I'll tell you what I'm not. Wait on. That should hold this in place. Take this one off. Oh, quite violent. Loosen this one down. In case you're wondering why I'm not wearing my hard hat, this is the reason. I'll stick a bang on my head, which is ironic, isn't it, when you think about it. Right, what do I need now? This back on here. Right. Well, that should pull that bend in. Let's see what it does. Somewhere near the hole, I need to straighten it up. So it has to go like that, in that way. That's not going anywhere. That didn't work. This is awkward. I need to pull it that way at the top, just to square it. Will this work? Doing that wrong. Oh, that worked. Yep, that worked alright. Yep, that's tight. Look at that. It just wants the lock nut tightening now. That was a tremendous pain in the bum, that. I'll get this lock nut tight. Right, this is just me sitting in the house, but I'm going to put this little segment of video into the main piece of it, because I get lots of people asking me, how do I become a jointer? How do I do your job? Is there any courses I have to do? And various other questions. Well, what I say is get experience. Now, this video shows you the experience you need. That job has to be, it's not inch perfect, it's like millimetre perfect, because if the measurements are wrong, that job isn't fitting. It's not going to go in, and then you've got to go and tell the man that you've cut the cable short, or you've underestimated you've underestimated the job and you don't know how to resolve it. So when I say go and get some experience, if you're already a spark, go on site and ask for the SWAs. Say, can I have them? Can I have the SWAs? I want to do whatever size it is, I want to do them. And you'll gain experience. You know, if you start off on 3/4 2.5s, fair enough. Make your way up 25 mils, 50s, 95s, and then you start getting into the 120s and the 150s. You'll buy better gear because if you're doing them all the time, you're using all your gear all the time. And if you keep watching, I'll show you how to use the ratchet straps, and I'll show you how to use, but I'll explain in depth about the ratchet straps and the pullers and all the rest of the stuff you get to help you install the cable. But the main thing about this is, when I say get experience, this is what I mean. Because you walk onto doing a job like this and you haven't got the experience of how the cables move and bend and twist, you're going to be stuck. I've been doing this like 25 years, so when I look at that, I knew there was only one way I could do it, and how I was going to do it. I could see it in my brain how I was going to do it. So you need that experience, you need the thought process to talk your own self through it before you can say to the man, nah, this isn't going to work, pal. So I'm going to stick that in. Terrible editing, I know. And I know I've done a lot of talking on this video, which I'm sorry about, but there's no work to do on Wednesday, so I had to talk about why there was no work, but obviously I've had to put this little segment in. And this is why the what am I looking for? The experience is necessary. So I'll stick this in now, and hopefully you'll enjoy the rest of the video of me getting snowed on and all that sort of stuff. So thank you very much. There they are in from the bend. Get out the way piece of Corex, swings around the bend and then up and past the girder. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm pretty happy with that. That takes some doing, because that's got to be like dead on knacker measurements. That you can't, you've got no room for error really. So yeah, I'm quite pleased with that. So I'm going to terminate them now, and then that'll be me done for the day, because what time is it now? 3:25. I can't even remember what time I started doing them. It's taken a while. I'm hoping it takes about an hour and a bit, maybe an hour to do this, do the terminations, and then tidy all my gear up and, like John Wayne said, get the hell out of here. Oh no, it wasn't John Wayne, it was in my Home Alone. I'm gonna give you till 4:30 to get the hell out of here. Anyway, I'll get these stripped down now. Right, that's it from the windy roof. God, it's been cold today. I just need to put this grating back, and I need to get my tools lifted off, which are, see where the pallet is? So I need to get the tools over to there to get them lifted down. I need to get the pallet pulled, the thing pulled back, the grating pulled back. Oh, the pen, look, hang on. The pen's broke, it's got a crack in it. So that's another trip to Hobbycraft for me to get some more pens. But there we go, that's it. Need to get off this roof sharp. Right, I'm going to pull all this in. I'm happy with the job today. 4 185s landed and terminated. If I'd have started earlier, I didn't start till bloody hell 10:30 or something, so I reckon I could have maybe got another 2 done. But as it is, didn't get them. Didn't get anything done yesterday because of, well, there's no gear. So that'll just be a day work day. Oh, my pen leaked, by the way. Some bird droppings. Right, so thank you very much for watching if you got this far. Like and subscribe and all that stuff for the YouTube algorithm. Makes me feel intelligent. And thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one, wherever it is. I'm hoping that it's the single core 500s next week. They're going to be ready over at the other job, so we'll have a good look at those. That'll be a good job to film. So catch you on the next one. Cheers.